gonna go. One, I have not brushed my hair at all today because I've had like a headache all day, so I haven't really felt that well. Hang on, guys. Y'all probably can't hear me that well because I have my ceiling fan on and my air conditioner is kind of like loud. But y'all are gonna have to just deal with all that. Hang on. I'm trying to like, yeah, there we go. Yeah, ignore the way my hair looks. Like I said, I have not brushed my hair today, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go to sleep with my hair not brushed, and that's gonna be 10 times harder to brush tomorrow. But oh well, I'll deal with that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this like this because that looks better, doesn't it? And my hair looks oily. My hair gets oily after me not taking a shower after like 27 hours. So yeah, there ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm hoping that goes away. As I get older, my hair becomes less oily over time. But want to talk about a couple of things. Want to talk about the Menendez brothers, and then I want to talk about Matthew Perry because I realized as I was going to sleep yesterday or this morning because I didn't go to sleep until probably like 3:30 in the morning that I have not filmed a video talking about Matthew Perry in quite a while, and I was gonna wait up until like the 28th or 29th to film a video and talk about him, but I can always film another video. So here I am talking about Matthew Perry and the Menendez brothers. We're gonna start off with the Menendez brothers. So their documentary came out on Monday. I stayed up till I probably didn't go to sleep till like 4:30 a.m. that day because my time zone the documentary didn't come out till 2 a.m. So and the documentary was almost 2 hours long. So yeah, but I cried myself to sleep that night because it's the very last scene that's in that documentary where Elias like he feels like he didn't. Well, he's like, all I was trying to do was rescue my brother, but did I rescue him? I mean, look at his life now. And like, oh my god, every time I think about this scene or I just say that scene out loud, I cry. Or, yeah, I'm trying my hardest not to cry because I feel like every single YouTube video I've posted or YouTube live stream I've done or just YouTube something in general I've cried in. This one is not going to be the one that I cry in. I need to stop with that crying bullshit. Because what does that help? It doesn't really help nothing. But, that scene messed me up. It messed me. I literally, I shit you not, I cried myself to sleep because of that scene. And because I'm like, well, let these boys slash men out of prison. Like, he does, like, I don't want Lyle feeling this way. You did rescue him. In my book, you rescued him. Don't think about his life now. Because you're just going to tear yourself apart thinking about his life now. I want them out because I'm like, well, he's not going to feel like that then, but at the same time, he probably is because 35 years in prison is a lot of years. He's going to be like, well, even though he's out of prison now, he still basically spent his entire life in prison. I don't want nobody feeling like that, especially the Menendez brothers. Like, and I keep on getting confused about like their lawyer or attorney, whoever you want to call him, keeps on saying we might say something by the end of this month, and then Mark Gascos, something like that, the person who's reviewing the Menendez brothers case, he's like, we're not going to be hearing anything till the court hearing in November, which I believe is November 29th, but then I'd say, I'm like, is it November 29th? Is it like the 26th, 27th? I'm like so confused on when we're going to hear like an update about their case because one person is saying possibly the end of this month that could be out before Thanksgiving. Another person is saying we're not gonna hear shit until the court hearing. I'm so lost. That's not even funny how lost I am on when we're gonna hear shit. Like, if you're trying to have people Googling their name every day, almost 24/7, so they can be the number one most Googled person this year, it's working because you're having me Google them almost 27. Like, Lyle has a Facebook page that somebody in his family runs, I believe. And I'm checking that shit just as much as I'm Googling Menendez brothers, seeing if there's an update yet. And I'm same with his daughter's Instagram where she posts updates about the Menendez brothers. Like, I'm checking that shit. It's like I'm always checking some Menendez brothers related on my phone. Like, I need to know something before, like, when I want to hear something, it's by the end of this month because that's as soon as possible to me. That's faster than November 29th to me. And I want them out before Thanksgiving so they can spend Thanksgiving with their families and be kind of readjusted to being in the outside world by Thanksgiving. It's a lot. Like, I wasn't planning on going live. I was thinking of filming a YouTube video, but I'm like, well, if I sorry guys, I'm tired. If I film a YouTube video, the chances of that video making it to the light of day, it making it to the internet are very slim. Because I'm not gonna post it. One, because I look like shit. Because I have a very bad headache. I'm like sweating because of that headache. I'm tired. Have not taken a shower today. Have not brushed my hair today. And it's been a long day on top of that. So I was like, well, going live, it's gonna make it to the light of the day because it's live. So let me just go live. So here I am. Oh yeah. Don't know how long this live is gonna be. It's probably not gonna be an hour long, but it's probably gonna be around 35 minutes long. But okay, I think I'm said everything I have to say about the Menendez brothers. So let's move on to Matthew Perry. Salary, shall we? Okay. I don't even know where to begin with Matthew Perry. I'm not going to really say too much on the people who were arrested because of what they did to him and what they gave him and what they were doing. I'm not even going to talk about that because I don't really keep up with 24/7 with that. One, because it's a lot. Like, I'm still grieving the loss of somebody I truly loved. Somebody I admired. And it still feels like yesterday when he passed away, when he died. Like and I think the reason I will always remember is because my birthday's November 1st. He died on October 28th, so like 3-4 days later. I was turning 18. Turning 18 is a big deal. So I remember being in my room at 2 a.m. having like a suicide attempt because I was turning 18. I didn't really know how to, like, it was just a lot. Being 18, turning 18 was just a lot because I'm like, well, I'm legally an adult. And I'm grieving somebody who I never thought would die until, like, they're in their fucking 90s or 100. I don't fucking know. I'm grieving somebody who I think shouldn't be dead currently. And we didn't, at that point, we didn't have a cause of fucking death. We didn't have his cause of fucking death. I'm grieving somebody. I'm dealing with being 18 and I'm not really in the greatest mind space already because of Matthew Perry. So add me turning 18 and what being 18 and turning 18 is like, you're gonna have probably me, somebody like me, having a suicide attempt. I don't remember what I had in my hand. I don't remember how I was gonna kill myself. I really don't remember. I just remember going to my bedroom, going on my bed, sitting like this, and just crying. Like I could not stop. Like I could not stop crying. I think I could be making this up, but I'm kind of starting to remember now that I kind of think. I remember getting up at like 2 a.m. out of my bedroom, still crying a lot, and going outside because you have to go outside into the backyard and then open the garage door to go into my garage. You have to go outside. So I went outside at 2 a.m. just crying, like crying a lot, and almost killing myself because I'm just going through a lot. I just went to my garage and I think I sat down on a chair that was in the garage and still crying. I mean, obviously, I eventually came inside and went to sleep. I don't know what happened after I had the suicide attempt and all that, but that was also at a time where I was sleeping throughout the day and staying up all night. Hence why the fact I was up at like 2, 3 in the morning. And I'm not gonna lie, I turned into like a person who you did not want to be around when I got the news Matthew Perry died. I was having a great week that week from what I can remember. But my world turned upside down when I go on my phone and the first fucking I think I went to my subscription tab feed on YouTube on my TV where you see who you're subscribed to and their new videos. And I think one of the things I seen was Entertainment Tonight because I'm subscribed to them, news channel outlet, magazine or not a magazine, I don't even know. But they posted a video with the title Matthew Perry dead at 54. And I was like, this can't be fucking real. So I went to YouTube on TV, I typed in Matthew Perry, and I'm seeing all these videos. With the title Matthew Perry dead, Matthew Perry dead, Matthew Perry dead, Matthew Perry dead. And I'm like, well, if all these news outlets are posting Matthew Perry's dead, it must be fucking real. So I go to my phone, I go to Instagram, seeing the same thing, Matthew Perry dead. I go to Google, seeing the same fucking thing. I'm like, well, and I just became a ball. Like my mom was in her room. I ran into her room. I never do this. I never like cry in front of my mom. I haven't done that since I was probably like 10 years old. I went in my mom's room and I was just hysterically crying, and I could not get myself to stop. No matter what I did, I was just crying. It was like losing like a family member. It felt like one of my family members fucking died. And it still feels like that to this day. I've just gotten used to it because that's the only thing you can do when somebody dies is just get used to it or you become numb to it. And that's what's happened is I just became used to it, hence why I'm not crying. I still don't know how I'm gonna feel on the day it becomes the 1 year anniversary of when he died, which will be the 28th. I'm gonna try to make it a good day, the best as possible. But I just know that this year is going to be another hard year because 3 4 days after that, my birthday's November 1st. I'm going to be turning 19. This will be the last year that I am a teenager. So thinking about that, I'm probably going to be thinking about that. I'm not going to have no suicide attempt again. I think I worked through most of that. I mean, if somebody doesn't go die again, I think I'll be good. But I don't know why. I'm one of those people who doesn't handle when somebody I love, truly love, like I loved Matthew Perry and like Paul Walker. I'm just not one of those people who handle when somebody dies. Like I just said, like somebody like Paul Walker and Matthew Perry. I don't handle that kind of shit well. And so there have been people after Matthew Perry that have died as well. One of those people being Shannon Doherty. I handled that death. I'm not gonna lie, kind of good. The only reason I knew of Shannon Doherty was 90210, and I'd seen her in the news because of her cancer. So I think I just would just like, well, she had cancer, so I'm like, well, it was gonna be one of these days. I hate to say that we got that news that she had died, because I believe the last thing that we got from her was the cancer had spread, and so I think when you know somebody's about to die, when they have like cancer or something, it like the aftermath of them dying, it's easier to deal with because you've like prepared yourself for this. Unlike when somebody like dies out of nowhere, to me, like Matthew Perry and Paul Walker. Paul Walker died in a car accident. Matthew Perry, as we know, died from acute effects of ketamine. Nobody knew he was doing, at that time, ketamine. Or at least the public didn't know. And I didn't really know that much about ketamine. I didn't even know what ketamine was until I found out what his official cause of death was. Then I went to Google and started Googling. The news videos came out with his cause of death, saying it was ketamine, and this is what ketamine is, and how he was supposedly getting the ketamine, or we thought he was getting the ketamine. It wasn't until I want to say when did we find out that there were people behind his death? I want to say it wasn't until May, June. That's when we started seeing all this shit. I mean, he's at peace now, so he's not really having to deal with one to not be sober. Like, he's at peace, which is, I think that's one of the things that's helped me grieve him, is I'm like, well, he's not having to deal with it anymore. Thank God. I wish he was still here like everyone, but to me that's just, it helps to think that way. And I'm just like, the parents are like, we were supposed to be the ones to go before him. Like, your son or daughter is never supposed to go before you. And that's one of the reasons I was also, it was just a hard time. really know what else to say. I don't really have any updates about my life. Uh, trying to think. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back to what I was doing and just dealing with my headache. Was this by just watching YouTube? I hope y'all enjoyed this live. This is gonna be this month's video because it feels like I've started posting like once or twice a month. Yeah. I mean, next month is my birthday, November 1st, so maybe I'll film a video talking about how it feels to be 19 when I turn 19. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Peace, guys. Bye.